I have a few from my most recent notebook. This is My Madness, and the epigraph is from the Procol Harum song, In Hell 'Twas an I. And the epigraph is, in the autumn of my madness, when my hair is turning gray. You're seeing me, I said. You're seeing into my rotting soul. She intoned, kept eyes closed just a little more, then sighed and opened them. Was she laughing or crying? I didn't know. But the restaurant had emptied. I was all alone, lights still burning on my plate before me. I acted without a shrug, lunged for the slimy mound, for food, so hungry, so desperate, so needing to be full. I didn't care, didn't mind any longer about my madness. Thank you. The book in question in this poem that I washed at the laundromat is Herself Surprised by Joyce Carey. So the title of this poem is Myself Not Surprised. Carey, of whom I partaken so when ago, the last of the series had come briefly to know, now appears in a new order, anxious for me to begin. We commence with the first, pointing distant toward the end. Thus I started, sallying forth, page 62 marked clear, not too hidden amongst my linens, so to continue while laundering here. But something occurred. The words washed clean away. I stared in disbelief, tangled in grief, unmeasurable by any assay. The powerful whirling water had devoured this tale of wit. Before I could lunge, could reach in and reclaim its humor drowned with it. Now gone in a torrent of soap, never to clutch in my hand, no more to savor each word and each phrase, to the bottom of the well did they land. Carry! Your pride, your effort, your strain, all the writing, the toiling you've done, now reduced to a shrunken, crumbling ruin, as if baked in an unrelenting sun. But please don't take this as proof that the Kindle is more efficient. We need our word on the printed page. For some of us, that should still be sufficient.
See ads of people talking about loving books versus a Kindle, and they're like, no, there's no glare. I'm like, screw you, you want the goddamn book.
They're really pushing it on the Amazon, etc. websites.
Yeah.
This is called Headache. No, not tonight, but some days it comes on like an out-of-whack machine, daring me to breathe, to take another thought, forcing me to remember other times when I had a headache, pulling the night's schedule right out of me like fondant magically made into fudge. It will take Goliath and an army of muscle-bound zealots to break the long, long line I wait in, standing, waiting, waiting for something proper to do. I have two more.
Only two?
Yeah, that'll cover 10 minutes, I think. This is a poem that you heard somewhat recently, a few months ago, I guess, about my cousin Steve Julius and his loose talk about people who get laid off and magically, some of them magically get other positions, but we can't tell you where, because it's a secret. It's called Peter Cottontail Rescue. He was ushered in from the freezing cold. The garden of luxury welcomed him back home, you'll never guess. He's safe and secure and nearly as rich. Never before has he felt so well in. Just try to guess. But oh, he can still feel the tumult of that mass exodus, hurled into the air and tossed down again like a starving rabbit longing for its hutch. Shaken to the very core, it might happen again. He understands that. Peter smiles and arranges his desk, polishes his necktie, replaces his pens. Can you but guess? We're not allowed to say it. It's strictly classified. You'll have to guess. Or forge ahead and start your own detection. Play Julian Assange and sniff out the facts. We who know already dare you. There's still a great many out there who've not fought their way back. We'll see to it that your new lodgings are as freezing cold as a winter on Rabbit Hill. But for now, don't take it so to heart. Survival of the richest is a learned art. For now, keep guessing. One of my latest poems is called Poet Ghosts. I think I read that the last time I was here. I'm not always aware that they're in the air. But sometimes a leaf falls in a funny way, or a rustling, hey, calls out from behind a bouquet. Or a quick wave from across a diner, a sudden reminder of the writing hour. I might remember, walking back from something, the bold, bright buffing of your cool, crisp words, and smile sadly to myself, JJ, Effie, Dixon, gone on their merry way, leaving remnants of burns. I'm not always aware, but they are in the air. And I should include a special RIP to Richard Flannery as well. Thank you very much.